started when I was like 12, which seems like quite young. But when I was around 12, my grandpa passed away, and I think like my family was kind of like naturally stressed and sad, and it kind of had through not their fault, but like, and actually it had an effect on me. And so then I became like more depressed and stressed as it like it all merged with school, and I had my like 11 plus, which I don't know if you have that in America or not, but it's basically going from like primary school to secondary school. So like high school. And so it was kind of like all of that together. So I got into my secondary school, and the first year was fine. I was doing really well, you know, it was relaxed, it was chill, didn't really have any kind of stressful exams going on or anything. So that was fine. And then as I kind of entered second year, it then became getting worse just through stress, and just I wasn't really getting on with the school. That's not like, that's just like through my own kind of, you know, many people loved it, but it was not like more my kind of thing. And so obviously I just worked hard, I just tried my best. I didn't do great in my report because I was stressed out, but I kind of got it, I was fine. And then as I went into this year, obviously I really only had half a year because of COVID, but I began to kind of lose a few friends, which obviously doesn't help, because, you know, when you lose people that you used to talk to you about it, it doesn't like help. And then so for a few months, kind of through October to January, I was just lonely, depressed, and it just like a great moment for me. I became very kind of conservative and very kind of I'm really quite a loud person, but like people were realizing that I wasn't, and like personally I don't like I completely understand if someone, for example, if you go through like self-harm and stuff and people realize and they go like, oh, you need help, you need to talk to someone, but like some people, personally I like to deal with stuff myself, and some people find it very hard to kind of, they're like, no, but we want to help you. And I understand everyone always wants to help, because it's not a nice thing to realize someone's doing. You feel useless if you don't say something, but sometimes it's just best for someone to just, if they know they can help themselves, it's really crucial to let them do that and let them self-heal, instead of kind of just hitting them with therapists and help and people that they can talk to, because in the end it's like down to me what I do, because that's how I feel about it. And so kind of went through that kind of phase, and then lockdown hit. I was doing mentally like amazingly in the first like 3 months. It was like just work online was so much better. Friends were I was rekindling friendships. Like it was just going really well. And then the last 2 months I had like some, not like, I don't know, some old friends try and kind of like mentally that was giving me stress, because some old friends were trying to find a life and stuff like that. So I was one that kind of like just slowly made me deteriorate, and like I had other friends who were feeling sad as well, so you know it's kind of like being the method of like the therapist of the group, so like we're getting it all in. And so therefore like relapsed on my arm for like after like 2 months, and then it's now got to this stage where I'm like a week away from school, which like, I understand for like loads of people is like absolutely terrifying, because school can either be an amazing place that helps you mental health hugely, where you know, because you can see all your friends all the time, maybe thrive in learning because it's a distraction, or you kind of hate it, it's too overwhelming, you don't understand anything when you've got so many people there, and it's just quite stressful. And that's personally like how I feel about it. And I just kind of wanted to say, like, although you feel like because you see everyone like saying how like hard they find school, how hard they find school, and so if everyone kind of, or the majority of people feel that way, I just want people to know like you aren't alone. Like although how like cliche that sounds, if loads of people are feeling like this, you have to know that like it isn't just you. Like obviously your personal experience is just you, but in different ways it isn't. You're always like whether you know it or not, like you've got other people, know, like if you know them or don't.
Yes, I think that's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of the whole process of like, I don't know, like the process throughout obviously the weird time we're all in at the moment, and how like because either this like whole lockdown could have really helped you or really not, because people were saying how a massive effect it had on people's mental health because they can't socialize with the people they love as much because obviously social distancing, and you can't hug the people you care about, and obviously that would help someone's mental health because sometimes all you need is like a hug because it's like so reassuring. Obviously that can't happen, and luckily in England now like that can happen if you're protected and you're in a safe space, but it's like I completely understand where people would come from if they were either stressed out, and especially like the fear of failure, because although you're stressed out and you're depressed and you're like really like struggling, then get your report card from school saying, look, you may be failing mentally, but you're also failing educationally. And whether that's through online school, homeschool, public school, private school, like it isn't like it's just another thing.
Of course.
And it's just kind of, and although like as I said before, like you can help yourself, you know, people can help you help yourself. But when you get to the stage where that you can help yourself, like getting that kind of news, it for me, it makes me obviously like feel awful. But then after about a couple of days, I realised I need to get myself together, and it actually gives me kind of like the little bit of motivation I need to kind of help myself, and I need to do something, and then it gives me the positivity to get up, move on, set my goals for the year, and just kind of move on from the like negative kind of setting. And although as much as I would love to not be in a school environment, I'd love to do online school, I'm starting my kind of GCSEs.
Yeah.
So I can't really leave the school because it just wouldn't be right for my education. So what I've kind of said is I've set myself 6 goals for the whole year, and it's to work hard, like as hard as you can, whether that means you get a C, a D, like a B, an A, like as long as you know you've worked hard enough, that's all you can do. You can't do anything more.
Of course.
Just be more relaxed. Like it's hard to just say, oh, be more relaxed, you know, because obviously you can't just take it all away naturally. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm relaxed now. But like do things in your life, take out the main stresses. Well, take out what you can that stresses you out. For example, if you hate being crowded by loads of people, make the people that genuinely make you happy. Surround yourself with only those people. It may hurt to like lose people, but in the long run, it's gonna pay off so much better if you're just surrounded by people that love you and that care about you.
Yes.
And if you concentrate, and also to concentrate, I think that was one of mine, just to like, if you just concentrate on the main things, because if you're like overwhelmed or overthinking stuff and you've just got all these things coming into your head, you can't like focus on one thing, and it's very kind of like overwhelming. And I just think if you've got one mindset for like each lesson, or even if you don't go to school, for each day, like have a mindset. Like for example, depression is so hard to like some days you feel like you can't even get out of bed and brush your teeth. It gets that bad. So like set a goal for yourself each day. For example, you wake up, right, today I'm gonna have a shower, today I'm going to go on a walk, or today I'm going to meet up with friends. Like as you get better, set your goals bigger and bigger, but start off tiny. Like, oh, today I'm gonna, I don't know, do my hair. Or today I'm gonna see one friend. Today I'm gonna socialize with family. Whatever it is, like set yourself at least one goal. So you know, then if you don't achieve it, that's fine, because you don't always have to. Sometimes, you know, it gets the better of you, and all you need is to do nothing. But if you do them, you'll feel so accomplished, and you'll feel so proud of yourself to therefore go on to the next day, where you then feel more accomplished as you do the bigger things.
Yeah.
So I just think people who are in like a really dark time right now, like I was, but I've got amazing friends, and I've got people who, like, I've surrounded myself with people who care, not people who like aren't fully like, you need fully committed friends both ways. You need to be a fully committed friend to them, and they need to be a fully committed friend to you. And that's the only way that your mental health is going to be helped. So I've been very fortunate to have caring friends who actually care and listen to me. And if you surround yourself with that, and if you don't have that, if you don't have anyone, or you feel like you don't have anyone, find the time to try find someone, whether it's your dog. Like, my dog was there for me for bloody 2 months. Like, it's someone to listen, because sometimes you have to just say it all, and once you've said it, you feel so much better.
Yes.
And I just feel like people who don't see any kind of future, who don't like, they're like, I don't want to live, I don't want to learn, I don't want to know what my future holds. You don't know what the potential you could have. Like, you may picture this future like, oh well, that's not what I want. If that's my future, I don't want it. You don't know what your future is going to hold, and that's like the amazing thing of it. Whether that means you go and live your life by yourself, but the happiest you could be, like, you can be completely alone but so happy, or you can be filled with you can have loads of people in your life and like be the happiest person. It depends on the individual, but you can be like, you get two completely opposites. Like, some people love being by themselves, some people love being surrounded by others. Either way, you have to find yourself before you can make a grave decision like that. And I know, like, that shouldn't have to be a decision, but you have to genuinely think so hard about, you may not think they do, you may not think they care, but the reason you don't think people care about you is probably because you haven't told them how much you're struggling. If you told someone who you thought cared about you how much you were struggling, it would break them. I've had people tell me what they've done and how they feel. It breaks it makes you so sad, and you have to show like how you truly care about them, and then they realize. You have to have people show their emotions so others can show theirs, to show. You have to have people, or a person, or an animal, or a deep, or like second cousin, whoever it is. There has to be like one person who you know cares about you, because that is absolutely crucial, because that's what keeps people going.
Of course, especially what you said about going through something mentally, and then bringing in a school on top of it. And I know you guys have your GCSEs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so I know those are exams that are really stressful for a lot of people, and tying that in with mental health, or like dealing with anxiety or depression, I know how stressful that can really be. And I completely understand what you said, and that's why you sometimes always have to have someone, no matter who you are. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, and that's great, and thank you so much for sharing all of that. And I wanted to ask you, at this time, like, I know you said you're doing better and feeling fine, and I wanted to say, like, do you think that like the people in your life have really like helped you with that, or like, yeah, I was gonna say, the people in your life really help you with that, or like you think like they like pulled you out of a situation that really was hard for you.
Yeah, it's really crucial to have people like that.
That's wonderful. That's so great. And and yes, and I wanted to say, if you have any more to share about your story, that's wonderful. All the spaces to you.
To be quite honest with you, there's probably a lot more that goes on because I'm not even halfway through my life yet. Like, there will be a lot more, and more you're going to face challenges that you don't know what they are yet. But if you can get through whatever you're going through now, then you can get through pretty much anything. So it's like you've just got to kind of face it head on. Yes.
Wow, yeah, of course, that's wonderful. And I was going to lastly say, what you said was so inspirational because I know a lot of the people who watch videos on mental health or are seeking for someone who wants help with mental health. They need the words that you said. Like what you said is so true, and they need that advice that you gave. And I know like they don't. Some people genuinely don't know that they should reach out to someone or they should connect with someone. And I loved what you said, and I just wanted to end it off with that, with like saying that what you said was so wonderful, and all the advice you gave was wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you. It's just kind of like
Well, yeah, yeah,
people need to know. You want people to hear what you wanted to hear at that time, so that's just kind of what you've got to.
mhm. Yes, yes. I was gonna say, yeah, yeah. Like sometimes it's not what you want to hear, but it's what you have to hear too. So I really love what you said, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course, yeah.